Hey, what is going on, Capricorns? Butch here. I am going to do your 1 week read. It is a general read, so it may not resonate with everyone. It is for your Sun, Moon, Rising, and your Venus. For all you cross watchers, roles can be reversed. Always feel free to comment down below. I'm going to be using the Wild Reflections Tarot. I'll show you the box because I know some people like to see them and collect them. Some people even want to use them. I watch other tarot readers sometimes. And when I watch them, if I see them using a deck that I haven't seen before, I get even more interested. And that's how I get a lot of my decks. This one, actually, a good friend of mine showed me it. So shout out to her. But with all that being said, let's get it. Universe, what do we have for Capricorns? All right, Capricorns. So the first thing I see is I feel like there's like this feeling of defeat. Feeling like you got too much going on. Like you got too much on your plate. And I feel like a lot of this energy is coming from somebody that's already in your life. You know, I feel like feeling defeated, feeling betrayed. The Two of Pentacles, it's like having too much on your plate, like juggling, like you got this person juggling. In the picture, she's juggling while she's driving a bike. You know, I feel like this is definitely an energy of someone that's already in your life. I mean, we have the Six of Cups. So, I mean, this is definitely someone you know, and I feel like this person is just overwhelming you. You know, I feel like these late nights, this anxiety, because I feel like you already know what needs to be done. You know, your intuition is telling you, and I feel like you need to listen to it because, like I said, this isn't getting better. It's like it's only getting worse. You know, it kind of reminds me of like when you make an investment in something and, you know, everybody's telling you to sell. But you're like, no, I'm going to hang on. It's going to bounce back. But that never does. And then you just left with the thought you wish you would have sold high. You know, with this person, a lot of hot and cold energy. You know, I feel like there's a lot of lies. You know, they're not being truthful with you. You know, as well with this person, I mean, I just don't feel like you're on the same page. You know, I feel like there's some play energy to this person. I mean, I feel like they're after what's best for them, not what's best for both of you or best for you. You know, you're not on the same page. When I see the Seven of Pentacles, like especially in reverse, I always think of that video of the kid when somebody offers them $10,000 or 2 Oreo cookies, and they're like, I'll take the 2 Oreo cookies. You know, it's like that instant gratification. They don't wait, they don't build. You know, or those people that they say, okay, we'll give you $200,000 today, or 2 million in a month, and they're like, give me 200,000 right now. You know what I mean? Like, it's like no self-control. And this hot and cold energy you feel with this person isn't making anything better. I don't feel like this is changing. I don't see any changes coming. And we have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. So, I mean, I feel like deep down you already know you can't trust this person. You know, you can't trust what they say anymore. You know, deeds, they're, you know, I just posted this quote. I think that card is broken a little bit. You know, when there's deeds, words are nothing. You know, it's walk to walk. You know, a lot of people can talk a good game, but they can't keep up with it. You know, it's not, you know, I just feel like this person got in too deep. You know, they made too many promises and they couldn't keep them. And I don't really even feel like this person had any intentions of keeping them. You know, like I said, I feel like this person's hiding shit from you, and I feel like it's only going to continue. And I mean, this chaotic energy, like I said with the Tower card, it's only getting worse. You know, you're that person watching the stock fall and pulling your hair out, waiting for it to come back up, and it is never coming back up. You know, a lot of people we get into and we invest so much time and energy into a connection, and even when we know it's no good for us, when we get to the point where we realize it's not getting better, you know, some of us just double down and we just kind of hold on to something and hope. You know, and there's nothing wrong with hope, but it's not like you have two people here working at it. You know, I feel like this person doesn't know what the hell they want with the Two of Wands in reverse. And I feel like they're very emotionally immature. Even if they could give you what they wanted, I don't think they would. I mean, I know this isn't the most promising read, but I mean, what it is that's how it rolls sometimes. I mean, sometimes, like your intuition, you're going to hear things you don't want to hear, but your intuition is always going to tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. You know, and what you need to take from it is when you find out that the person you're with is not the person you should be with, take that as take the silver lining that person that you're meant to be with is still out there. You know, the sooner we find out who we shouldn't be with, we narrow it down to the people that we should be with. Yeah, well, like I said, with this person, I feel like they're just a burden. You know, and I feel like it continues. I mean, we have the devil. You know, this person is pulling you back. You know, imagine trying to swim with an anchor tied to your leg. This person's that anchor. You're never going to get to where you're going. You're just going to swim until you tie yourself out and end up drowning with them. You know, we have the Nine of Pentacles. You know, you'll be fine without this person. They won't be fine without you, but you'll be fine without them. And I feel like they know they won't be fine without you. They need you. You don't need them. And like I said, I mean, this person's going to do a lot of talking. But I feel like there's opportunities coming towards you. You know, I see new opportunities coming towards you. But I feel like we have to let go of the old in order for the new. You know, when one door closes, another door opens. But we have to be looking at the new door. We can't be looking at the closed door. You know, and with this, like I said, I see new opportunities coming to you, but I feel like I'm afraid that you'll miss them if you're looking at the wrong door. You know, that's something my grandmother told me when I was young, is there's a reason why in cars the rearview mirror is way smaller than the windshield, because you're not supposed to spend a lot of time looking back. You know, you're supposed to be looking forward. But like I said, I mean, I see a lot of games being played. I see lies. You know, I feel like you can't trust this person. And it's hard. You know, like I said, you've invested. I feel like you've invested in this person. You've invested in this connection. You've given them time. For some of you, maybe you've given them way too much time. And you feel like, you know what I mean? Like there's no way, you know, you're not getting that time back. One thing in life is certain. The only currency in life that really matters is time. Because time is not something you can ever get back. You never get a refund. You never get a rebate. You know, it's precious. And we should spend it with people that deserve our time. I just don't feel like this person deserves your time. That's what I see. Free will. You do what you want. Energies can always change. Nothing is forever, but I don't feel like this person's going to change. People change. But I don't see this person changing. I mean, we have the Six of Swords in reverse. I don't feel like they feel like there's a problem that they need to change. And the first step in changing is admitting you need to change. With this person, we have Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus. I mean, we have Aquarius, and Libra. We also have some Sagittarius and Aries. You know, like I said, it's one of those things in life. You know, sometimes we get dealt a bad hand, and the best bet is not to bet on it. You know, don't hold it and keep betting on it when you know it's bad. I mean, sometimes you can get away with a bluff, but not in love. You get a bad hand, just throw it in and wait for another one, because there'll always be another one. You know, and like I said, some people are lost, and it's not lost to them because they don't feel lost. You know, I call them the energy vampires, is the people that just come into our life and just take. And they make all these conditional promises. You know, they give to us a little bit and they expect a lot. And it never balances out with those people. At the end of the day, you know, you got your scales and you've given them all this and they've given you barely anything, and you're still, so they've always won. You know, and the only way to stop them from winning is to stop playing the game with them. You know, and like I said, it's hard when you've invested in someone. You know, whether you spend a month with someone, a week with someone, a year with someone, or 10, 20 years with someone, you've invested. And you saw something, you believed in it. Doesn't make you a bad person. A lot of people are good at letting you see what you want to see. You know, some people are very manipulative. You know, they can show you one thing and promise you the moon and stars. And like I said, it's not, I mean, it's not like this person, when you love someone, you don't want to hurt them. And I feel like that's the problem with a lot of people that do this to people, is that they don't love them. You know, they don't love us. So they can do whatever they want to us with no recourse. And that quote I was talking about was, when deeds speak, words are nothing. And it means if somebody's given us action, we don't need the words. You know, if they show up for you, they love you, they take care of you. You know, they do all the things through actions. The words aren't necessary. You know, and I feel like with some people, the only thing they have to give us is words. You know, they tell us all the nice things, they promise us all these things, but that's all they got. But like I said, I mean, I'm an optimist. As a Sagittarius, I feel like it's in my nature, but in general, I just, you know, I'm always looking for the silver lining. Everything bad in life that happens, there's always something good. And a lot of times it's not as easy to see as others. But like I said, when we find out the person that we're with is not the person we should be with, the silver lining is now we know. And I know it's a small victory because there's 7 billion people in the world. So now you've narrowed out one. So there's another, you know. But the thing is that the sooner we know and the sooner we move on, the sooner we can, you know, give our time to someone that deserves it. And trust me, there is someone that will deserve it. There's someone that's going to, you know, not make you feel cheated. You know, sometimes when we're with people and they, you know, I mean, I had a partner years ago, this girl I was dating, and I remember she always borrowed money from me, and it was always this and that. And the first time I told her I wasn't going to give her any money, or I didn't have any money to give her, I had money, I just didn't want to give her any more money because I realized she was using me. And the first time I said no, she was looking for another guy. And it sucked for a minute, but once I realized she was out looking for other guys, because I seen a friend of mine had sent me a picture of her out with some other guy the same night I said no to her. So it sucked, but the silver lining was now I know. And I wouldn't go back down that road again. You know, because if I didn't see the picture, I maybe wouldn't believed it if somebody told me, or maybe I would never have found out right away. Maybe I would have, you know, gave in and gave her some more. And, you know, it wasn't just money she wanted. You know, she's always calling me to go pick her up and give her rides places. And I was kind of a sucker for a bit, you know. It didn't last long. It was only a few week relationship, but, you know, she made a lot of false promises. Like, you know, there'd be times that we go to dinner and I pay, and, you know, it was... She'd be like, oh, next time I want to pay. I don't want to be I'm not a girl that likes to, you know, have the guy pay for everything. And we went out probably 10 times and she never once had money or offered to even. I would never let her pay because I wasn't raised that way. But I always appreciate, a little tip for girls out there. When I go on a date with someone, I pay. But most guys, they think it's a very attractive quality if you offer. Because chances are, or even if you offer to pay half, chances are they're not going to take you up on it. But it does make us feel good. And if they do take you up on it, that's probably not the guy for you. I was just brought up that way. But it is nice when they offer. You know, it's nice when, you know, it's a nice thing. You know, it's like when you're moving and you're dating a guy and, you know, you're moving to another place and you're like, oh, I got to move tomorrow. You may not let him help you, but you would like it if he offered, you know? I don't know. I got off topic. Be good. Take care. Stay safe.